X. My name Kenji X and his lovely wife. Hold it down. All praises due to Allah. Man, listen, we out here. We at South Park Recreational Center, and we are celebrating two events. The 30th anniversary of the gang truce, the historic gang truce that came first. And then we had the uprising that came after that. It's almost exactly 30 years to the day. And we out here at the park, South Park. It's beautiful. It's all peace. You can see all out here, the black and the brown. Bring your children out if you're in the LA area. Fall through. We here. Of course, we got the Nation Town table. You know how we do it. We got to have the Nation Town table. Personal care products, the pies. #1, black-owned personal care products. Come through and show some love to your family. But I just want to say something very quick. We had our brother and Kenji X out here, and we was having a decent discussion about the workings of the enemy. Because the interesting thing about the uprising that I didn't even put two and two together with myself was the fact that the actual gang truce came first. And then after the gang truce, then all of a sudden, the uprising came after the Rodney King verdict. Now think about that. Next time you see any kind of uprising on TV like the George Floyd situation, always ask yourself, who really started it? Who really started? Because that gang truce was extremely historic. Because at that time, it's been a flare up recently of so-called black on black crime. I don't believe in the concept of black on black crime because a black man would never hurt another black man. A nigga will, but not a black man. But with that said, when we showed that beautiful solidarity that was spearheaded by the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, we immediately had a situation where you had the verdict of the Rodney King incident, and then all of a sudden, South Central Los Angeles was on fire. And you never know who set the first couple of fires. If you remember during the George Floyd situation, you had photographs of bricks being stacked up in front of businesses, almost inviting people to come and just pick a brick and bust some glass. You even had photographs and footage of white men dressed in masks and army fatigues, busting windows to get the party started, so to speak. So always ask yourself that question when you see any type of melee or conflict on television and it has our face on it. The face don't always match the person that's really behind it. So that's something to continue to remember as we celebrate. And it is a celebration because as much was destroyed, if you think about it, during the LA uprising, not much of ours was actually destroyed because we didn't have much. Almost all of it was owned by a colonizer. That's why we need to become a community. Right now, we're not a community, we're actually a colony. A colony is a group of people that are controlled by an outside source. And we have to become more of a community. So with that said, y'all come on down, man. Show us some love. If you're in the LA area, shout out to all our non-LA Nation Town family. Continue to show your love. We appreciate it. And for myself, Brother Kenji and his lovely wife,